And here we are live. Welcome to this live video where we will talk about how to stop being a nice guy since this is ruining your life with women and also in general in life. But before we start, if you're new here, my name is Luca and I'm one of the world's leading experts about approaching girls in the daytime. Since 2018 I've helped over 1200 men sleeping with new girls approached in the daytime. I started teaching it only in Italy in 2018 and then also internationally from 2022. So, how to stop being a nice guy? So, the so-called nice guy is usually never having sex and always ends up in the friend zone. So, but this doesn't mean that now in a moment I will give you. So, in this live video, pretty much I will give you now all the symptoms, so you will recognize if you fall in the category of the nice guy. But you can already also understand it even without me giving the symptoms. And also, I will give you 3 traits you have to acquire if you want to step out of the nice guy syndrome, we can call it like this. But this doesn't mean that you have to become the so-called asshole, okay? So, however, there are some traits, as I told you, that you need to develop. The truth really often is in the middle, okay? So you don't have to be the nice guy, you don't have to be the asshole. The asshole is not attracting women because he's behaving in a bad way with women. He's attracting women because he has some behavioral characteristics that are attracting women, like, for example, confidence. Is not is not being the same of everyone else, okay? And the other traits that I will give you in this video is not seeking approval, and other things that I will give you in this video, okay? So you have to develop these traits and also the other things that we'll see in this video. You don't have to behave in a bad way with women. You don't have to treat women in a shit way, okay? You will not attract them in this way. Maybe you can attract some low self-esteem girl, but maybe it's okay for having sex, but for having a relationship, you will have a really frustrating relationship if you're getting into a relationship with a low self-esteem girl. So, nice guy symptoms. According to how many symptoms you recognize in your life, how I don't know how bad is the situation for you in terms of how nice guy you are, and you also know how much you have to work to remove this nice guy syndrome. So the usual nice guy doesn't expose his ideas, and he always agrees with the girl. Okay, this sound familiar. Then the usual nice guy doesn't make a physical contact in any kind of situation in a club, on a date, especially on a date, because if you're not making physical contact on a date, you will end up for sure in the friend zone. Actually, in cold approach situations, if you're approaching, for example, in daytime situation, there is no friend zone. You will just not see the girl again. The usual nice guy is excessively nice all the time. He always says yes, even if he doesn't want to do something. He chases out others people's approval by trying to please everyone, which is the perfect way for not being happy. Yeah, you will try to please everyone, and you will be the only one that is not happy. And anyway, it's impossible to please everyone. Maybe I will make some examples in this video because I have an interesting story about this, but maybe it will take 5 minutes to tell the story, but I don't know, maybe we'll see later. Also, the usual nice guy very easily falls in love with any woman, easily attaches himself to a girl who has given him some small positive signals. Oh, she smiled to me, she must be the one. This is a perfect signal that you have zero experience with women, okay? The more experience you will have, the harder it will be to be attached to a woman, which is a positive thing because you will not be needy and you will select the perfect woman for the rest of your life, okay? But now these are like a deeper information that it doesn't make sense to talk about in this video because it is about like getting a happy relationship. But if you're not even able to have sex with women, if you're not even able to approach, if you're not able to get a date, if you're not able to convert dates in sex, the happy relationship is really, really far. So now this is not the topic of the video. The usual nice guy is usually more introverted than an extrovert, which doesn't mean that you're born in that way. We're all born complete, okay? You just need to train also the extrovert side, because if I tell you that, let's imagine this challenge. Tomorrow you have to be super extrovert. If you think you're a shy introvert, just imagine. Tomorrow you have to be super extrovert, also arrogant, the asshole, the douchebag. You have to go to the bar, give me a coffee, bitch. I don't know. And so really the opposite of what you think you are. And there are no consequences to your action, so you'll not go to the jail. So you can be super extrovert, arrogant, asshole, douchebag, wherever you want to be, And at the end of the day, you can go back being introvert, shy, whatever you think you are, but you have $100 million plus in your bank account. Would you consider this challenge? The answer for everyone is yes. What did you just tell to yourself? That you know that deep down inside of you, you know that there is also that part of yourself, okay, the extrovert side. And if the reward is $100 million plus in your bank account, so basically you don't have to work for the rest of your life unless you're stupid and you're buying stupid shit, and you will finish the money in one day or in a few weeks. Okay, in that case you're stupid. But if you're not stupid, you will never finish $100 million. So you pretty much don't have to work. So if the reward is that one, everyone can be extrovert. If the reward is a more fulfilling life, more fulfilling dating life, more fulfilling sex life, oh no, I'm boring this way, I cannot do anything. Okay, so this was just an example to give you more awareness that inside of you there is everything. You just need to train also that side. Okay, but now this is another topic. So the usual nice guy, he uses a conditional really often, like for example with women. Oh, if you want, we can exchange number. If you want, we can sit there. Oh, where do you want to go? Or this kind of phrases. It's the best way to make the girl's pussy dry. Okay, if she was a little bit interested, you will make her interest die. And also the usual nice guy, he leaves the interaction. For example, this is just a small thing, but the usual nice guy, he leaves the interaction by saying always, have a good day, even if he was rejected. Doesn't make sense. Okay, this doesn't mean that you have to be rude. Okay, but if you just got rejected, then just don't say anything. Just turn around and go away. Okay, don't say have a nice day. Okay, these are the very so if you got the number, if the interaction went well, perfect. So also get the number. So, maybe if you kiss the girl, if you had sex, perfect. When you're saying goodbye, okay, you can say have a nice day or whatever it is. But this is very typical for nice guys. Even if they got rejected, they say always at the end, have a nice day or something like this. Okay. Also, the usual nice guy is always the last to leave the interaction, even if the interaction went well. Now, this, it's not necessarily wrong, okay, but pay attention to this. I remember really often when I was having dates, really often if I was having afternoon dates, which is actually not the best scenario, it's better to have dates in the evening, but when I was having dates in the afternoon, maybe the girl had to go in a certain area of the city, and I was just walking with her until that area, even if I didn't have to go in that specific place, even if it was really far, even if it was 5 miles away or wherever it was, I was going there maybe by walking or with public transport. There is no reason. It's just because you think that in this way it will be nice and I will get laid with this girl. No, you will not get laid. You will also, well, no, this is not the topic. It would be too long. So for those of you that are connected, if you want to ask some questions, you can do it, and then I will answer at the end. Let me check 1 second. One thing. Okay, perfect. So traits to acquire. These were the symptoms. Let me drink 1 second. Okay, so traits to acquire. First, so we've seen this video 3 traits to acquire to remove this nice guy syndrome. So first trait is focus on yourself. Okay, success in life. So with women and in any other area of life, in a gym, in your career, if you have a business, if you want to be a pro athlete, if you want to win the gold medal in the Olympic Games, if you want to do anything and being successful in that specific thing, your success in life comes from focusing on you. Okay, so being kind and respectful to you. Okay, so do not try to make others happy, because to do so you'll not be happy yourself. You'll be the only one that is not happy. Okay, remember, selfishness is the highest form of altruism. Okay, also when you just get a flight, when there the announcement in the beginning, no, I don't remember exactly what they say because I'm not paying attention usually, but they always say, in case of emergency landing, put the oxygen mask first on you and then help others. Okay, because maybe if you think, oh no, I'm really altruistic, I don't know if this is the word, but if you really care about people sitting next to you, maybe you have a child. No, I don't think that this is the situation of the majority of people that will watch this video, but maybe you have a person that you care a lot sitting next to you, and you think, oh, I'll save first the other person in this just hypothetical scenario in case of emergency landing. But maybe you make some mistakes. It's an emergency landing. Maybe the plane is falling, and maybe you are not able to put the mask because you will with the pressure dropping, you will faint. Okay, and so you faint, you die, and also the person that you care about will die. Okay, so first help yourself, and then you help others. Okay, selfishness is the highest form of altruism. Okay, if you're not happy, if you're not happy, you're not contributing to her being happy. If you're not feeling good by yourself when you're interacting with new women, it will be more difficult, which is okay. You don't have to be totally fulfilled before approaching new women. Okay, you will work also on other areas of life, and also at the same time approaching new women, going through the whole journey from 0 to hero, or call it however you want. And then when you will get to the end, you will be fulfilled in your dating life and also in your sex life. And it will be also much easier to be fulfilled also in other areas of life. But if you're not happy, you're not contributing to her being happy. Okay, the best way to be charismatic in the interaction is to feel good. Okay, also don't think about we'll just give you a quick example. Don't think about where to take her on a date to make her happy. Okay, because girls they don't know what's the best for the date. They don't know that that for a date being successful, to end up in the bedroom with the girl at the end of the date has to be set with a certain features. Like, for example, choosing the right location. So think about where you want to go. Okay, where you want to go for the date ending up in the bedroom. Okay, and you have to choose carefully the location. You have to choose a location with, if it's possible, with couches, so you can sit next to each other, so you can physical escalate, so you can kiss. Because if you're not sitting next to each other, it's really hard to kiss the girl, to make physical contact, to kiss her. And if you're not kissing her, it's pretty hard then to take her home and to have sex. And you can also bring girls to your place without kissing them, but for beginners, just don't think about this. So it's better to kiss a girl and then make an invitation. But no, this is not. If you have any questions about this, you can do it. So also remember that to give, you have to have. Okay, at the level of emotional state. Okay, so if you're not feeling good because you're not focusing on yourself and on your life, it's really hard to give. Okay, because you don't have anything to give. Okay, it's like people that want to give money for charity, but they are broke. Because we all feel good when we are giving, but if you're focusing on yourself, I mean, let's just put this example about money. Maybe you want to give for charity. Maybe there is I don't know, some association that you want to give money to. But yeah, it's okay. If you're broke, you can give less. If you focus on yourself, you make career in your company. You become a manager. Maybe you're an employee. You make career, you become a manager, I don't know, or maybe you just step out of the company, you become a self-employed person, you become an entrepreneur, and you earn more, you can give more. Okay, so I hope the example was clear. So the second trait that you have to acquire to step out of the nice guy syndrome is to get the habit of sharing your thoughts, being honest and direct. Okay, a trait of extrovert is sharing their thoughts, okay, with the outside world. It is also called congruency or congruence or whatever, how you want to call it. Also, it's called authenticity, okay? Call it as you want. So sharing your mental process, sharing your thoughts, even though you may hurt the girl, okay? Of course, in the appropriate situation. This doesn't mean that you have to hurt women casually. I'm talking about, for example, I remember with some girls in the past that maybe I didn't want to see again, and they were really attached. Maybe maybe after only one date, or maybe after one time with sex, and they were maybe texting me something like "I miss you," maybe, and then I was not replying to the "I miss you" text, and I was replying to something else, and then they were asking me, "Did I miss you, or do you miss me, or whatever it is?" And I was saying, actually, I don't want to hurt you, but no, because this was a situation where she was from another country, and we were probably never meeting again. So what's the point on keeping to text this girl, lying that, oh yeah, I miss you too, or something like this? What's the point? Okay. So because the alternative will be that now I have to text this girl every day and lie to her. What's the point? Okay. So the alternative is to hurt you. Okay. So either you hurt her, quote unquote, you hurt her, or you hurt yourself. You put yourself in a situation where you will have to pretend and lie. Okay. And so you will not live a happy life lying and also pretending to be still interested in a girl. I have many other examples, but then it would be too long. And remember that if you don't hurt her or others, you repress yourself and you won't be happy. Okay. I will just give you one quick example. I remember when I was still living in Italy, in Milan. So I lived in Italy for pretty much my whole life until 2021. And I was having sometimes a neighbor that she was putting the music, and every time I was filming videos. And once I went out of my door and I knocked to her door, and I don't know, I said something, but really serious, like, can you lower your music? Also, sometimes I did it also here, because there is an idiot here in the apartment next to me. Now he learned the lesson, because I went like 2 or 3 times to really, really aggressive way to say to shut the fuck up. Now in my time zone it's like 3 a.m. in the night, so probably sleeping, maybe he's hearing what I'm saying. But here in where I live, there are soundproof rooms, so probably he's not hearing. But sometimes he was having really loud music, and many times I was thinking, oh man, but if I go out and I tell him to shut the fuck up, maybe he will be mad. Maybe I will hurt him. What's the alternative? The alternative is that I will repress myself, that I will have problems because I maybe have to film videos, and that there will be this fucking music in the background. Okay, so this is just an example. If you don't hurt, or if you don't hurt the girl or others, of course, in the appropriate situation, you don't have to hurt women casually. Okay, just for fun. Okay, but when the alternative is hurting yourself or repressing yourself, you have to choose yourself. Yourself in terms of not hurting you.